What is up? What's going on, good people? Like to welcome everybody back. I think, yep, we are live in effect, live on the air. Shout out to everybody making it in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, whether you're catching it live or you're catching it after it's uploaded. Got a action-packed show for you today. I got some things I want to get into that I didn't get into on the last show because you know how Negroes do. We get distracted, but we're going to be covering the 50 Cent issue. I can see that in the title and the thumbnail. I defended him 100%, was behind him 100%. Now I think he's being a little petty. I think he's being a little petty now. So we're about to be getting into that and a number of things. So strap on in. Let's get ready to go. Let's get it.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
What is going on? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. And like I said in a little pre-ramble, make sure you hit the like button, whether you're catching it live or you're catching it after it's uploaded. Make sure you hit the like button. About to be hopping right on into this. Shout out to Joray W says, let's go. Dolomite in the building coming through with the first comment says, 50 is being 50. Yeah, he been petty. Petty been always his thing. Petty has always been his thing that he did, and we know that, and we understand that. We always give 50. Hold on, let me get my coffee right. We always give 50 a little grace on the petty, a little grace on the pettiness. But I think he's going too far with I'm not too far, but just I can't really get jiggy with what he recently just did. Some of y'all may know, some of you may not know. But what he said, 50 is being 50. His son is out and out on the internet for the whole world to see, talking about their relationship. So 50 gonna respond back for the whole world to see in his petty troll way. Yes, 50 is a troll. 50 Cent is a troll. He been a troll. He been trolling everybody. I remember when he had his beef with, I think that was that Ja Rule. I don't know who it was. It might have been Ja Rule. He literally bought out like the whole front section at the concert. The whole little front section at the concert where the seats where people up there close to the stage and they screaming. He bought all that out, so that whole section could just be empty. he bought all the tickets to the concert that somebody was beefing with. just so the major important up front close to the stage section could just be empty while they performing. Like he's that much of a troll. He actually did that. So he's a troll. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But shout out to RM. Says on the way in the building, hit the like button. Jory W, shout out to you again. Shout out to Omega Dreads Gaming channel. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate each and every one of you. But no, his troll level is on 9,000, as they say. Troll level on 9,000. So that is what it is. We know that, we understand that, but I ain't feeling it at this point. Like I say, I don't approve that message. I don't approve that message. I think he's going too far with it. But let me pull it up so I can show y'all. Let me pull it up so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. I think this is it right here. All right, this is it right here. I'm gonna pull it right up. We're about to get right into it. Not gonna belabor it for too long today. Not gonna belabor it. Gonna dive right on in it. Should have had that up ready to go, but all right, now it is. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in. Shout out to Deadly Raver. Appreciate everybody who support the stream. Come right on through bright and early, putting something on it. I do greatly appreciate that. Deadly Raver in the building says, so his son didn't realize that 50 Oh man. Hold on, I got something. Trimmed my mustache before I started. Now I got little hairs in my mouth. All right. Anyway, Deadly Raver in the building says, so his son didn't realize 50 Cent was a troll king of rap. Was 50 Cent is the troll king of rap, and he tried to put him on blast. He's about to learn the hard way. Yeah, he gonna learn today. Gonna learn today. Yeah. 50 Cent is the ultimate troll. The ultimate troll. Sorry for that coffee slurp. I'm working on it. But shout out to Deadly Raver. Yeah, 50 Cent son, he gonna learn today, but I ain't with that. I'm with him, taking the approach of, this is my son. Yes, he been manipulated by the mom. Yes, I feel a bit betrayed. Yes, I tried to do right by him. I tried to do this. I tried to do that. He's on some petty bullshit. The relationship, I mean, he's on some bullshit. The relationship is strained, and the only thing I could do to make it right is give more money to somebody who doesn't even give me basic respect that he should. The only thing I could do to make it right is give more money to people that don't respect me. If that's the only thing I could do to make it right, then I'm just not gonna make this thing right. I apologize for that, Josh. I'm just not gonna make this thing right. I understand that. I understand drawing a hard line and taking a stance on that. But I can't support drawing a hard line and taking a stance on or doing some petty ass shit. That I can't take the hard line hard stance on. But I'm about to play. Damn it, I gotta charge my phone in a little bit. But I'm about to play this so we can go on and see what's up and get into this real quick. Let's go. This is what dropped. This is what 50 Cent dropped. And I don't even know how this work where he just dropping little mock videos. Like you gotta get a director to do this. You gotta get a cameraman, a camera crew, directors, possibly writers. you gotta put a little mini staff together to do this, to make a 1 minute and 44 minute 1 minute and 44 second a video clip. You got to put together a little staff to do this. Well, it's actually just 1 minute long. But either way it goes, you got to put together a staff for this. Like, that's wild that he actually did this. But here we go. Let's play it.
We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Council meeting after accusing Ukraine of carrying out a terror attack that severely damaged that bridge.
I had to rebuild my life over $6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like
Fuck, this nigga is crazy. I'm 25 years old. Why you still talking about child support? I was getting $500,000 a year when it was with me. That's why I sent his mother to child support, because the bitch thought that she was supposed to get that much more. She wanted more. Oh, that motherfucker nothing.
That nigga's one. Look, you know I don't never ask for shit, man. But I was thinking, Nick, could nigga a little extra $6,700 a month for the shit we been doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend on fire.
That nigga play too much.
Excited to drop, you hit me. The other got pop, you hit me. I hit 100.
I don't approve that message, yeah. I don't approve that message. I don't. He's sitting there in the damn jacuzzi with a cigar in his mouth, like Scarface. Got a video of his son on the screen complaining about 6,500 while he's sitting in the jacuzzi like Scarface. Like, I'm basking in the glory of all this wealth and I ain't giving you shit. Like when I played the excerpt from his book, I was like, you know, I understood where he was coming from. I understood exactly where 50 was coming from. Game Changer, you saying you approve. How could you approve this? How could you approve of him just outright just trolling his son? How you gonna do that? No, it's the trolling aspect. I understand, just, you know, the son has just done some disloyal, disrespectful stuff. He taking pictures with the son of the dude who allegedly tried to get 50 Cent killed. The son is doing some disrespectful stuff. The son is shown in many ways he don't respect him. It's shown in many ways he don't want to work for nothing, that he don't want to do nothing. And from the sound of things, it sounds like 50 Cent was still giving him that money after, past the age of 18, if anything. So I'll drop you that link, GC. I'll drop you the link. We'll see. We'll see what you got to say. I want an army of people coming up. This link is for GC. See, y'all are just agreeing with Fetty because he Fetty. Y'all are agreeing with Fetty because he Fetty. Now keep in mind, I've done a live stream and a short. I rode hard for 50 Cent. Defended him and backed him through and through, 100% in this whole situation. Backed him through and through, 100%. But this trolling, now I got him just looking like, it got him looking petty. Well, he been petty. But you don't want to be petty in this situation involving your son. You don't. I don't approve it. But Game Changer in the back about to bring him up. Jackie Jack says, I think this trolling going to bring them together. No. No. I think 50 Cent releasing a formal statement on the matter, I think that makes sense. I think he's past a sit down discussion, but that would be nice. I wouldn't even do it publicly. Like, there's ways to go about it, but to make a little mock video, I don't know. I can't get jiggy with that. Freeman's Journal in the building says this is a cultural shift. People, children, women in need have been off limits. Now you control your own children as beggars, and it's cool. Black people are tired of black people. Support black male media. All right, I see where y'all going with this. I see where y'all going with this. But let me bring up GC real quick. GC is with the trolling the kids. GC came up. You coming up today with all the fuck them kids energy, but he ain't a kid, so I get not giving a damn about him. But I'm like, dude, I think 50 should be stoic in this moment. I think he should be stoic, make his point, make sure the information is out there, but be a bit stoic in the moment. Now, real quick, let me play it again for those that don't see it. Jackie is saying, play it again, please. So maybe that's one thing I do need to start doing a little more of when I got a clip, play it multiple times for the new people making it in. But let's see.
Council meeting after accusing Ukraine of carrying out a terror attack that severely damaged that bridge.
I had to rebuild my life over $6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like
Fuck, this nigga is crazy. 25 years old. Why you still talking about child support?
That's a point I agree with. I agree with that point. Just want to make that clear.
That's why I sent his mother to child support, because the bitch thought that she was supposed to get that much more. She wanted more. Oh, that motherfucker nothing.
Look, you know, I don't never ask for shit, man. But I was thinking, can nigga a little extra $6,700 a month for the shit we been doing?
I'm gonna spend on fire up in
That nigga play too much. This nigga's crazy.
All right. Here we go. All right, GC in the building. Okay, what you got on this one? You down with the pettiness? I see. What's up?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that this was particularly well done or anything like that. But I do understand his sentiment. Well, for one, I do want to point out that when you don't raise a kid, the bond isn't as strong as if you did.
Wait, hold on. Just one correction.
Part of a man's desire to
wait, no, one quick correction. He did technically raise him. There was early on in 50's career, you could find 50 was taking them everywhere they went. You could see it. It was all the way up until he was like damn near 9 years old. He was you know, that's when there were the pictures of them together were fewer and further between. But so it was a moment where he was raising him. It was so
wait, so he was with the mother for the first 9 years?
I don't know.
Or
I don't
how does that
know.
work?
No, they think they broke up, I think they broke up. They was together from 94 to 98, but they broke up in 97. And so, I guess they broke up sometime shortly after the child was born, timeline wise. 50 start getting famous, and he started getting famous like early 2000s. So it's like they broke up. Kid was probably like three or four by the time 50 got rich. And they was together all the time. I mean, he was successful and rich, and you know, he had his son. He had control, sway, and power in that a little bit. But eventually, I guess they got greedy, or the mama got greedy, and she influenced the son, and the son got greedy, and this or that. But no, he had his son, but I think there's a bigger general point.
No. I mean, having your son for trips and stuff like that is one thing, but I mean, just like you said, the mother's influence got in on the son. You know, like that shouldn't be the case. Like, so he didn't entirely raise him. You know, he may have, visited for photo ops or something like that. But you're not, if you're paying child support, then chances are you don't have 50-50 custody or nothing like that. But, we as men, we want sole ability to, well, not sole ability, but we want to raise our kids in-house. That is part of the legacy. It is, you want to train your kids in principles of manhood your way. Or else they'll turn into 25-year-olds who beg for more money. That's what's the end result is. Absent that, there is less of a bond than the one that you have with, the actual. See, here's the thing. When you have, if you go back to the Game of Thrones days or the House of Dragon days or the, Lord of the Ring days, you have kings who had bastards, and then they had their legitimates. Now, the bastards were bastards not because they weren't royalty, even though that's part of it, but because the king didn't raise them to be kings themselves. He didn't raise them in their own image. So it is a different connection. He has a different connection with this young man. And yes, he needs to be punished. He needs to understand this is how the world sees you. They see you as a 25-year-old brat. That is how they see you. And that you're being laughed at. I mean, because even though this video was kind of corny, he's basically like, listen, we're laughing at you. You are a joke. You're something that I just laugh at. I watch it on TV for 3 seconds, then turn it off, and then we make fun of it, with my crew of people.
Mr. W says, bro, your info is off about the situation. Are you talking about me? You're talking about Game Changer, and what info is off? Go ahead and contribute the info to the conversation if you have some info that we don't have.
Yeah, he's likely talking about me, considering that I know very little about 50 Cent's life and his I didn't know he had kids. I just assumed that he did, but I didn't know for certain. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I
let me
didn't know
know.
that. I didn't know that much about his life either. It just I realized that when I saw this situation and I thought back of older. I used to see him with a little boy that looked like him and was dressed like him and all that kind of stuff like that. And you said it was he was seeing him for photo ops. Yeah, what is off? Explain what's off. You said he was like the photo op dad, and that is a thing that exists. Those dads that they don't have a kid that much, but when they got them, they get matching outfits and take pictures and post them on the gram, so they can look like dad of the year. I wouldn't say that was what 50 Cent was doing. I think that it was I think it was a legitimate situation where he cared about his son, but I think and this is probably a more interesting conversation. And Corey Holcomb said this, and I push back, I fight, and I disagree. And some of that is personal, because I'm looking at myself in this situation when he said this. But he said a lot of men, I'm paraphrasing here, a lot of men said something along the lines of a lot of men says he said that a lot of men, upwards of like 80%, he said, if once they don't love the mama, they don't love the kids. If they ain't with the mom, it's fuck the kids. The only thing that make a man actually take care of the kids is if he's still with the mom and still love and give a damn about the mom. Minus that, he don't give a damn about the kids. To what degree do you think that's accurate?
I missed it. I had a phone call. To what degree do I feel what's accurate?
All right. Corey Holcomb says something. Corey Holcomb ain't shit. but we love him, but he ain't shit. He's kind of practical. he's a person who says, sometimes even a playing field, when you drop your baby back off to the mom, you got to, sprinkle a little dope in the back of the stroller or something like that, and call the people on her. Just, she calling them on you. Get the people on her here and there. But so that's what I mean when I say he ain't shit. But very practical, very practical. He said that basically with men, and he put it up there like 80%. He said that if the man is not with the mom, or once he gets to the point where he doesn't love the mom anymore, then he stops giving a damn about the kids. Once he stops loving the mom, he don't give a damn about the kids. If the mom and the dad not together, then it's fuck them kids. He says his argument is that 80% of men are like that. Do you got some agreement with that? Because it sounds like you're sort of on that spectrum. What you're saying?
No, I don't agree with that. In fact, it's really in a lot of ways the opposite of that. It's not that the relationship to the mom is really immaterial. It's the relationship to the kid. If the mom is blocking using the law to block your access and stifle your relationship to the kid, then you do not develop a connection to that kid as much. There are people who hate mothers but love their kids. In fact, I think that many fathers fall into that category. They can't stand being with the mother, but they want to be with the kids. And a lot of men stay in relationships for that reason, and the women know it. But no, it's definitely not that. Like, if a woman divorces you, you don't just say F them kids. However, after it becomes clear that you will not be able to father these kids, then those kids are being raised into something that is not the legacy that you wish. See, I knew a guy, right? White dude. Actually, he was my boss, right? And he was in his 40s at the time, and he had 2 sets of kids. He had 2 kids by a white woman when he was in his 20s. And those kids grew up, or they grew up, whatever, and became adults. And then he had a daughter by a Asian woman, by a Filipino woman. And he was a passport bro even before the internet. They just called them like mail order chicks, and they actually like wrote letters and stuff back and forth. So, you know, he got a Filipina, married her. They've been married forever, and they had a daughter that was 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one day we was talking, and you know, he was like, "Yeah, so you know, with my daughter." And then I just said, you know, I'm like, "Hey, which one? You know, you're talking about your daughter that's older, or you're talking to the one that's in her 20s, or you're talking about the one that's in high school?" And he said, "Listen, every time I say something about my kids, I'm talking about the new ones. I am not talking about." He basically didn't say fuck them kids, but he says, "I'm never going to be talking about my first set of kids. These are the kids that are unraised by," he didn't say this part, but I'm paraphrasing, but he's saying that these are the kids that are unraised by me.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I not only did I not bond with them, what they have become is unbondable. Now, these are older kids. They're not, you know, bound by their mother or anything like that. They are adults that could visit him at any time and he could visit them. But it's like, listen, I didn't raise you. I did not instill in you the set of principles. Not saying that he don't love them or understand the fact that they're blood, but they're not the same type of legacy. So that's what I'm getting at. And it has nothing to do with the relationship with the mom. It really, just like you know, you don't have a relationship with the mother, but you have a relationship with your son, but you're raising your sons.
Yeah, no, and that was a big part of the reason. That was a big part of the reason why I disagreed with Corey Holcomb's statement. That was a big part of the reason why I disagreed with that. But that's been floated out there. Now I have seen that with some guys. I've seen this where they will be a decent dad as long as they with the woman, and it don't even matter if they damn kids or not.
Uh-huh.
It don't even matter if them their kids. They can get with a woman and she could have some kids, and they're gonna be a decent dad to them kids if they with the woman. They own kids, even they own kids. I've seen it. I've seen it. Even they own kids, and part of that could be the fact that you don't live with them. But the fact of the matter is, it end up being a situation where if they not with their if they not with the mom, even they not even working hard to even be a dad to their actual biological kids, but the woman they fucking, that's who it's some men. I don't think it's as high of a percentage as some would say, as what Corey Hogan was trying to say, but for some men, they will be a dad to the children of the woman that they fucking.
I mean, that is possible, but you talking about some nigga shit. That's not really like
okay,
people.
fair enough.
You know,
okay,
niggas are they're a different breed, but
niggas gonna niggas gonna
yeah, exactly. That's so can't really use them as part of an equation. I don't know what percent of the population they are or what percent of the black population they are, but I do know that I don't think that that's the case with 50 Cent. I think that, his situation is, listen, I didn't raise this little bastard. Why is he growing up with shit like this? So basically, he's just like, even though they're blood, I mean, okay, put it like this. You had problems with family members too, right? Like we all had problems with family members, and you give them a certain amount of leeway because they blood. But, after a while, it's just like, listen, at the end of the day, you a nigga that's asking for $6,700 a month and not doing shit. At the end of the day, that's you. At the end of the day, you're a grown man who's not producing, and you are trying to live off the productivity of others. Didn't he even talk shit about Lloyd Banks calling that nigga lazy? Like, so he does seem like the type of dude that don't appreciate mooching.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. And also, and this is true like throughout the board, not just 50 Cent's thing. I think that Americans need to be harder on their adult children. They do. Mm-hmm. They need to be much harder on their adult children. See, I admire the people who, under right circumstances, disown their children. I feel that children should be under the fear of disownership at all times. I do. Like there was a song where called Rude, where the young man, you know, who probably was the white equivalent to Dusty, was into this whole blue-blooded girl. And then, you know, he was like, can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? And the father just kept saying no. He said, you'll never get my blessing to the day I die. You know, we need to take harder stances like that. I admire the father for saying, fuck you. You will never get my blessing ever. You know, I will disown her. I will do whatever. You will never get my blessing. But see, we don't do that. Each and every single one of Lil Wayne's baby mamas forgave them. Forgave them. In fact, you remember my old crush, the girl that lived in a van?
Oh yeah, the Jenny something, I forgot her name, but yeah.
Yeah, Janelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she lived in the van, and I was like, okay, this is my crush. I like her. She's funny. She you know, moves to the beat of her own drum. She could just park her van in the garage, live in that shit, and every now and again I just walk into the garage, go into the van and fuck her. That is how I pictured everything going. But then I seen how she related to her father, and basically she got put out, or she ran away over some petty shit years ago. She had no respect for her father, and she'd rather live in a van than live under her father's leadership. Now, of course, she's going to get rich because she's sexy, but that's not the point. The point is that we as men need to put our foot down. Our foot still means something. 50 Cent foot means something. And he put it up his son's 25-year-old ass for doing some ill shit like that. And I say, kudos to him. We need more parental foot and ass. And you know this because you're a parent. You know that there needs to be more parental foot and ass, whether it's done through social media. Like he's basically saying, listen, I could fuck with you the same way you fuck with me, but better because I'm rich, nigga. Fuck you. They need to be more, you are no longer in the wheel type parents. They need to be more, you know, I cast thee out type parents. Or else you just have, go for it.
Oh no, I was saying no. I'm with you on that. That's why I definitely defended and supported everything that Fitty did up until this point to where he's doing petty troll videos. It's like that's when it get weird. That's when it get weird for me because you know you gotta, like I said earlier, you gotta find a goddamn director, a damn cameraman. Like that thing was professionally shot. You know?
I know. I mean, that's what made it better. Like, in my opinion, that's what made it better. It's like, listen, I could be petty as you. I can out petty you, you know. just to let you know. I appreciate stuff like that. I truly do.
Yeah, I would feel in that. I do.
Okay,
like
let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. The video
okay,
you did yesterday or the day before, right? Where where the guy and his sister, the basketball player and his sister, was being petty, and she was doing the video on him, right?
Okay.
Now, what if he was to do like a professional video about her, you know, and he was to just sit there and say, this is my sister. This is her broke ass. This is her not paying me rent for a place that she lived in for free for the past fucking year. Every time I ask for rent, she gives me $3.85, even though rent is $700 a month. I don't know why she gives me the $3.85, and I don't know why she puts it in a check, but she does. This is this crazy bitch. He definitely needs to do stuff like that. More people need to do stuff like that.
I would be good with him doing a professional official response. I do think that people need to do that, particularly like the celebrities, when somebody in their family start trying to put them on blast. I think they should use their platform, their resources to make an even bigger response to clear their name, because their public reputation is a big part of the reason and way and how many of them make their money. So I'm with that. Only thing I'm nitpicking, disagreeing with the idea of just being troll petty with it. Make your point and get it out there and make it clear and be right and win. I'm all about winning. I don't think he wins by. I don't think 50 wins by. Well, I mean, he automatically won because he's 50 and he's rich and he's 50. But I don't think he wins by doing this. It opens the door for everybody that want to criticize him about something, about anything. That's saying that, man, you're not doing right to try to mend that relationship. It puts him in a childish place. Like, it makes him look like he's the childish one, just like the kid, and that's why they ain't able to work out or mend the relationship. But when I played the excerpt from his book, when he was basically saying, like, hey, I tried to do right by him. I tried to, I saw he had a passion for sneakers. I went to a shoe store that was about to close down, bought all the inventory, gave him all the inventory, shipped it there in the truck. And all I was saying is, like, hey, start a little online business. I'll help you. We'll do this. We'll do that. And then you can make your own money and possibly get independently rich with me behind you, and he didn't even want to do that. He failed at that. I mean, he didn't even try. He didn't even try. Like 50 Cent putting that type of information out there that, look, I've tried to do right by him. This boy is corrupt. He don't respect me. He acting worse than his damn mama. And so I'm just washing my hands with it. I'm done. I'm all for him making that point. A troll ass video, I just wasn't feeling that. It made him also look like a child. He just, in his mid 40s and rich. It just made him look like this. It made him look like that. It made him look like that. It wasn't a good look. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying right there. The look wasn't good. And shout out to everybody in the building, 168 people in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Do appreciate each and every one of you. Somebody said, Black said 50 created
it's not
trolling.
heating, right?
He was okay. Oh shit. Okay, it had some background. I didn't know if that was. Anyway,
no, the heater man's here.
Oh, okay. All right, the heater in California. That sounds like
it's the weather is changing. It's like the summer is over, and then when I turned on the thing, so at night I'm not waking up like with the sniffles and shit. It wasn't heating, so that's why.
Okay. It's just my view of California is like, even in June in Antarctica, you don't need an air conditioner. That's how I feel about a heater in California. But anyway, I could be wrong. Shout out.
It don't snow. It don't snow here, but we still like to be warm, like 365 days a year. So
yeah.
Completely warm. Like some days it gets colder than others, obviously. And
what's the cold as it get? What is the cold as it? What's typically the cold as it get?
Like 65.
Holy shit! That is a nice, wonderful, beautiful day.
Yeah, no, I don't live like that. You shoveling niggas like I don't do that. You snow tire motherfuckers. No, that is complete hell to me. Like I was driving in Nevada and they said you have to have tire chains or some crap. Like, no, I do not do cold ass shit. That's why he's here now.
Rashid Griffin in the building, so we're just gonna forget about Jerry Jones.
I don't know who that is.
Jerry Jones, I think that's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, but I don't know what the hell he got to do with this conversation. Yeah, Rashid Griffin, you can clarify or make it more clear what it is that you're saying, but I don't freaking know. But thank you, independent black man, for becoming a $25 Patreon the other day. I do appreciate you. I meant to shout that out on the last show. I definitely shouted out on this one. I do appreciate you becoming a Patreon. I've been telling y'all for the longest I'm going to be consistent putting stuff on Patreon, but okay, I ain't gonna even make no promises. But thank y'all for becoming Patreons. I have been taking some live streams down because I've been doing more pre-recorded stuff. The more pre-recorded stuff I do, the more the live streams won't stay up. So it will be beneficial to become a Patreon, especially when it get wild over here. I do got to take them down. But Rashid Griffin, clarify what you're talking about in the chat room if you can. Clarify what you're talking about in the chat room if you can. But But yeah, that's my general take on Fitty. I want to see him come off come out looking good in the situation. I don't want to see him looking petty in the situation.
No, I mean, listen, every now and again, you just got to do some petty shit. I know you're I don't know what you want to call it, more mature or more stoic or whatnot, but no, every now and again, you have to do some petty shit. Like just because, why do imbeciles get away with so much stuff? Because everybody else is the bigger person, but that doesn't like make them bigger, does it?
Right. Speaking of imbeciles, the secondary topic I wanted to go through, this was another situation. I haven't even seen this whole video, but this was a situation here with you can see a sister right there. She's getting pulled over, and it's funny because the person pulling her over is also a black woman, and she was playing the racism card. So I mean, so it was a weird thing. It was like, you doing this because I'm black type of thing. And they're both they're the same double minority, but she was more or less pulling the because I'm black type of thing. But I haven't even watched this one all the way through. But I'm about to roll some not so beautiful being footage on this one. So give me 1 second. Actually, no, we're gonna roll it right now. Actually, what the hell? Hold up. There we go.
Wait, look at her face. Wait. Don't play yet. Damn it.
Oh, hold on. Wait. There we go.
Look at it. Look at how stringent her face is. It's stringent. Like,
she's in a stressful situation.
That's stressful. It's just a regular pullover. At this point, it's just a regular pullover. And that is the expression that you have when you get. Do you know how many tickets I got out of, like, in my life?
Not you had on a sweater vest. Yeah, you had on a sweater vest.
Well, and I also don't just look at the stringent look. Like, if I was a cop, I would mace her. I would fucking hit her with mace the moment she looks at me that stringent. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I would mace that. I would probably billy club it. Like, look at that face. Why are you leading with that?
All right, let's roll it. Let's roll. Oh damn! I cannot pause her at a moment where she's not looking crazy.
Yes, I have insurance. Okay, are you asking me that because I'm black? No, ma'am. You're asking me that because I'm black. No, ma'am. You are. Everyone.
Talking about that says 23
okay.
0523. So please take that off.
Hello. Monster calling in the Chinese police department. The reason I pulled you over is your passenger headlight is out.
Okay. That's not a reason to pull me over.
Yes,
it is.
Do you have your driver's license registration?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is a reason to pull somebody over. Now, granted, the cop is being petty, but they do have every legal right to do that.
What? No, a headlight being out?
Yeah.
That's more than that's not even remotely petty. That's literally that. Unless somebody put it like this, I've rolled with a tail light out for a good while. Like you don't notice, or nobody tells you that your tail light is out until somebody who lives with you happened to see you backing up, and it's like, hey. Yeah. Or one time, or you could be backing up, leaving a place, and a good Samaritan person just happened to be right there. They might say, hey, your tail light out. Other than that, you find out that your tail light out when the police pull you over to let you know.
Yeah.
Now, you could argue that the police, when they see somebody with a tail light out, that's not a time to, this is people who get deep into policing laws and blah, 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 blah. They will say that they shouldn't be allowed to get your personal information, license, registration, proof of insurance, and all of that, and check and see if you got warrants and all of that, blah, all of that stuff, just to basically just pull you over and say, hey, you got a headlight out. Just letting you know. Thank you. Have a good day. They basically should. Some people argue that they should do that, but they use the broken tail light and headlight as opportunity to run your shit and see if you got warrants, so they can have a reason to take you to jail.
Yeah,
I understand that
alcohol or something like that. Yeah, no, I get that it's a reason. However, had she not been so stringent, this would have been a warning at best. Like the worst they could do with that is give like the written thing where you have to actually show proof. You actually have to go to the police station and show them your working light and stuff like that, which sucks because that's time out of your day. But that's the worst case scenario. There's no money lost or anything. She is being unnecessarily combative. And you want to know why she's like this, Bernard?
I'm listening. Yeah.
Because she's fat. You see, fat women have a tendency to be overly combative. And that's because they feel that life has been unfair to them. So they feel that it's me against the world of slimmer, better looking women. That's what it really comes down to. Watch it. I haven't seen this, but I bet you that's where it's going. I bet you this is going to be somehow fat bitch related. And why is she so stringent? Why? I can't even make my face look that stringent.
That nobody's weight is going to get brought up here. Oh, what the fuck did George Floyd got to do it? Okay, Mott rose to prominence. Mott rose to prominence as an activist after the death of George Floyd. Oh, okay, so this is I thought they were just talking shit when they said BLM activist traffic stop. So this is an actual, a real live actual activist. After the death of George Floyd, this person became a major, person speaking out against policing and shit. So that's interesting. That this is how one of the
I told you it's fat woman related.
That what I said had nothing to do with being fat.
Yes, it does. Activism is fat women activity. Don't you know that? Like when you mention like other people's hobbies and stuff like that, like what do you do for fun, or like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever the new modern social media is, whenever they mention activities, if you're listing activism, it's because you have nothing else. And you have nothing else because you're too damn fat for it. That is what they do with their spare time. They activize. And this is something of all races. That is why she is active in the whole, she don't give a damn about Floyd.
Being active and protesting and marching and all of that takes a lot of energy.
No, it doesn't. It takes a lot less than not being fat. It takes a lot less than working out, yoga, exercise, and stuff like that.
That is a workout. Marching and protesting.
It is not a workout. They don't walk far. Walking, a mile every 2 hours is not doing that. And they only do it for half a mile. They do not work very far. The picket signs are they walk from down the street. They walk from a parking lot to City Hall. They walk from the City Hall parking lot to City Hall itself. That is how they activate. That is all they do. They march in April.
They're not doing the long walks all the way from down Montgomery, Alabama to Mississippi. They're not doing those ones no more.
No, it's not. Yeah, exactly. Because those people weren't fat. The Montgomery people weren't fat.
Like just walking down the street.
People weren't fat. Fat people don't march any significant distance. And like when they do have like a Juneteenth march or something like that, like every 2 blocks there's somebody out there with water and potato chips for them to fuel their fatness as they continue going. But they sit on the curb.
So they just get the camera set up and then they get the signs and they're like, okay, on count of 3, we're gonna make it look good and we gonna walk these 2 blocks like we just did 5 miles. Like that's
exactly.
Okay, all right, got it. Okay.
Exactly. But no, see, activism is the appearance. It's the appearance of doing something. It's not actually doing something. And that's why fat people gravitate towards it. Go to the next BLM event and see how many herds of fat bitches are there. You will be surprised.
You went to one before, right?
I did, and that's how I know.
I did,
and that's how I know. It was all kind of.
Let me ask you this important question. I wish you were on camera so I could look in your eyes on that one, so we can see your facial expression on this one. But if I heard at BLM events that it be white girls up there tossing out like sympathy pussy, like I feel your plight and I understand what you're going through, black man, and then they toss up some pussy. Like, is that true?
That's possible.
Okay. Right.
However, the white women I was speaking to, I wasn't asking for sympathy pussy because they was on that man bitch shit. You know those feminists that be like too manly looking and crap like that. They try to out muscle you and all that, and So that's what was there. You put it like this: there weren't regular pretties there.
Yeah.
There weren't regular pretties there of any races. The white ones were slimmer, but they still was on that man bitch shit. And I don't want to hear about, blizz blazz and him ham or how this somehow relates to women's rights. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, they be on that shit. But real quick before I play some more of the tape, those I guess those man bitch chicks that you called them, somebody said wearing pink and green hair. Greg Isley in the chat saying wearing pink and green hair. Like a lot of those chicks, I think at one point, and this is just my experience, they like used to be hot. Like I dated one that was at the time that I dated her, she had long hair down to the middle of her back and was running like 5 miles a day and was in real good shape and could put her legs behind her head. Some 7 or so years later, she gained weight, cut her hair off, or I don't know if she cut her hair off and then gained the weight. I don't know. At some point she said, fuck it, cut her hair off, gained weight, and dyed the shit purple. And she already had feminist ideals, but she was, attractive with her feminist ideals. But at some point when she got, comfortably past, 30, like approaching like mid 30s, at somewhere in there, she said, you know what, I'm about to go full gangster with this shit. And then she turned into one of those pudgy built, purple hair, feminist looking chicks that we talk about. I literally
you gotta understand what modern feminism is. Ever since they got all the rights and stuff that men have, and they really should have just shut the fuck up right there, but they didn't. And you want to know why? Because the new wave of feminism is fighting for something else. And what they are fighting for, and I'm gonna do a video on this. What they are fighting for is the right to be ugly ass bitches. They are fighting for the right to be an ugly ass bitches. So of course, when they turn feminist, they are going to be less attractive because that is why they're feminists. What they're fighting for is they want to be an ugly bitch, but be treated the same way as not ugly bitches. I shit you not. That's why they be slut walking. They want to be a slut, but be treated like a prestigious lady or some shit like that. They want you to treat them how they want to be treated versus how you feel they deserve to be treated. That is what makes a woman feminist. It is.
Yeah.
However, no, I treat you according to how hard you make my penis. The harder you make it, the better I treat you. And that is how all men think all the time, everywhere. And that is not going to change no matter how much you march.
Perry, thank you for the cash app. I do appreciate that. Perry, for sending the $5 cash app. I do greatly appreciate that. All right, let's roll the not so beautiful bean footage. This is Mott, her name is, I guess. She's a BLM, Black Lives Matter activist. Little known fact, or much known fact, Candace Owens, I think, just released a BLM documentary, which should be interesting. I may cop it.
I'd love to see that.
I may cop it. But anyway, this person, Mott, her name is, rose to prominence as an activist after the death of George Floyd. All right. And then she's just got pulled over. And just for those that just came in, thus far, she said a broken tail light. That's no reason to pull me over. That's not against the law to drive around with a broken tail light. Black Lives Matters activist. All right, let's go.
Sure, proof of insurance on you. Ma'am, you just did an illegal U-turn to come over here and harass me.
How you gonna tell? She just said to the cops, you did an illegal U-turn. It's not illegal when they do it. That's like saying to a cop, I seen you on your radio. You're supposed to be hands-free. You can't use devices. Just like I can't use a cell phone. You can't use those devices. Oh, I see you ran a red light. Like, yeah, I have my sirens on, nigga. I'm the police. Fuck you talking about? You did an illegal U-turn.
I do have a problem with police officers being on that damn laptop while they driving. Hopefully they close that damn thing. But they do got a shitload of distractions. That's all I'm saying. If you look at everything going on in the police car, they got a shitload of distractions. But it's stupid as hell to tell the police your broken tail light is not a problem. That's not against the law. But illegal U-turn you did to come to tell me about my broken tail light. That was illegal.
Exactly. Like, that's illegal. I cannot believe it. You know why they have like an E on the back of the license plate of a police officer? It's because they can do whatever the E fuck they want to you. Fuck you for being fat, and fuck you for trying to weasel out of this situation.
All right. Do fat women weasel out of? Okay.
Oh, I feel heat.
All right, play ball.
Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on you?
Ma'am, you just did an illegal U-turn to come over here and harass me.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on it, please?
I have my driver's license.
Okay. I need your registration, proof of insurance, please.
Ma'am, I'll give you my driver's license, but you don't need nothing else from me because I'm not.
You don't need nothing else. You see, I'm telling you, I could not be a cop. If I was a cop, I would have a fucking Batman uniform on and I would go around just randomly macing motherfuckers. Do not give me that type of authority. I would be the biggest asshole cop that has ever lived, ever. I would be like throwing tear gas bombs in like a clutch of prostitutes. Like every day I would just wake up in the morning and just fuck with people. Like, because I like fucking with people, but furthermore, because people like this deserve to be fucked with. Yeah, exactly. Now I would no. I watched a YouTube video. Check it out. If you ever get a chance to Google or YouTube police tasing videos, this shit is funny as hell.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's not. There are a few things in this world funnier than watching somebody get tased. That shit is hilarious. And yes, I would be tasing the fuck out of people. I would wait for them to stand up and I would tase them, and it would come as a shock each time. Like, sir, you have the right to remain tased. Like every single time they was just like, why the fuck you tase me? I wouldn't care if I lost my. There is so much shit I would do if I was a cop. There was a video because UC Davis students were protesting tuition hikes, and then there was this cop, old ass white dude, who had like this can of orange mace, and because they was on some woke protest shit, they're used to getting maced, so he was just spraying all of their faces like he was watering a lawn with hella orange mace. I never do anything that interesting in my job. Just spraying a bunch of motherfuckers with a can of orange mace. And then he shook it to make sure there was some left in there. And then he did the shit again. Shit like that I would do all the time. I couldn't help it.
It wasn't funny to me. Somebody spraying somebody with mace. They just sprayed everybody good. And the mace kind of, it ran out. And they like, oh, shit. Damn it.
Exactly.
That's funny.
I would do shit like that all the time.
You got annoyed because your mace ran out. You sitting there. It's something very disrespectful about shaking the can in front of the person you're about to spray. I don't know why that's just extra disrespectful.
Exactly. That's what I don't know. I'm different. Shit. I couldn't be a cop, especially if I pull this bitch over. Oh, it's a whole world of shit I would do.
All right, let's roll some more.
Okay, I need your registration, proof of insurance, please.
Ma'am, I'll give you my driver's license, but you don't need nothing else from me because I'm not giving you nothing else because there's no reason for you to pull me because I have not committed a crime.
Yes, ma'am, you have. I need your registration.
I have not committed a crime because that's not a crime that my headlight is out.
Yes, ma'am, it's a traffic violation.
That's not a headlight if it went out while I'm driving. That's not a crime.
I need your
yes, it is.
Proof of insurance, please.
If it went out while I'm driving. What the fuck? So she's saying that she felt it go out while she was driving. Like, like she just heard a pop. Like, oh shit, that's the headlight.
I can't believe, like, okay. we talk a lot about the flaws, the things that don't make no sense within the organization of Black Lives Matter. We do that a lot, over here, because there are some things when you scratch beneath the surface that structurally, as an organization, they're pretty fucked up. But when we talk about like, okay, if this was an activist who rose to prominence, within the ranks of BLM after the George Floyd thing, after the whole George Floyd situation, and I'm like, this is this is a person that, like, speaks for the cause, like god damn, like, this is embarrassing as hell. Like, how,
It is.
like, I mean, you think that the person who has a voice as something more, I don't know, would just be more intelligent. Like, this person sounds like literally just like she sounds dumb. She's not making anything. It's not a crime to have a broken headlight if it went out while I was driving. Like that. Yes,
She
you
is
did.
dumb.
You didn't in malice of forethought go out and commit a crime. However, it is still illegal to drive around with a broken taillight. Is it a minor crime? Yeah. Is it a minor infraction? Yes. Do they are is it part of their job to pull you over and be like, "Hey, you have a broken headlight"? Yes. And so it's like, what, this is a non-issue. Just, yeah, okay, I got a broken headlight. Here go my information. Now, if you got a problem with that, because some people have argued effectively or ineffectively that they shouldn't be able to ask for your personal information, driver's license, registration, proof of insurance over just a broken head tail light. They should just pull you over to let you know you got a broken tail light, and you're on your way. Okay, if you don't like that law, then okay, then go ahead and fight to change that law. But right now, that law is the law, and you can't fight to change that law in the middle of a traffic stop. So it's really nothing you can do in that
They need that
situation. But
information to write you a ticket, though.
right. And that's another weird thing about the law. If they didn't write you a ticket, hopefully a small ticket, but if they didn't write a ticket at all for that, if they just pulled you over and said, "Hey, broken tail light, send you on your way," then nobody would ever even get their tail lights fixed.
No, a fix-it
Why
ticket.
bother if there's no small penalty for it? So it's like, yeah, they gotta stop you for it. They gotta let you know, and they gotta give you the little small penalty just to keep
Exactly.
structure in order. So yeah.
Exactly. And it's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. It's she's making it out to be more than what it is, and that's because she's looking for martyrdom. And this goes back to the fat thing. You see, not fat women, regular sized women, they get attention no matter what. They always get attention. Pretty women, especially if they light skinned, get attention all the time just by being them. Fat women have to work for it. They have to do stunts, and they have to do crap like this just to be seen.
You said especially if they light skinned it, but Game Changer, she is light skinned.
Yeah, it don't matter when you're fat. Like,
just messing with you.
No.
Right.
Like fat overrides any would-be positive attribute a woman has. Let's be clear. Let's put it out there. Fat overrides any positive attribute that a woman may have. So if she has big titties, don't matter if she's fat. If she has big ass, it don't matter if she's fat. Pretty face, don't matter if she's fat. 4.0 GPA, don't matter if she's fat. Good top, don't matter if she's fat. Each and everything you do is negated by you being fat.
All right. Let's go.
What you're doing is you're harassing a black woman.
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Yes, I have insurance.
Okay,
Are you asking me that because
The cop is black for the most part, from what I've seen the different angles of the video. The cop is also black. She's doing the whole "you're harassing a black woman" thing.
I'm black?
No, ma'am.
You're asking
Insurance on your vehicle?
Yes, I have insurance.
Okay,
Are you
I
asking
need
me that
proof of
because I'm
insurance.
black?
No, ma'am.
You're asking
No, because she asked for insurance and you refuse to give insurance, so she makes a logical conclusion that you must not have it.
me that because I'm black.
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
you are.
Everyone in this state has to have insurance. And proof
Ma'am,
of it.
that went out while I was driving. I'm not doing nothing illegal.
What does that have to do with
I'm
insurance?
not doing nothing illegal. You're harassing me.
Is this your vehicle?
It's
All right, that was a weird. Okay, damn, look at that. But anyway, the whole.
She's stringent. I'm telling you, I would have maced her the moment that I seen her stringent face. Like basically, if that were me and I were a cop, and I wouldn't be a cop for very long, I would just be a cop long enough to have the thrill of doing shit that I want to do as a cop. You know, and I would say, while on camera, I would say, ma'am, could you please take your glasses off? And then after she does, I would mace the shit out of her and make her feel stupid for taking the glasses off to get worse mace. Like, that is what I would do. Look how stringent
This is my
she
vehicle. Yes, this is my vehicle. Okay, just sit top for me, okay? And who are you? Why you pulling up over here and haven't even identified yourself? I don't even know you.
Hey, whoa. Okay.
No, because I look over here and I don't even know you're a stranger. You haven't even identified yourself.
I am Officer Monroe with Chattanooga Police.
Identify yourself. That your identification is on your uniform. They have name tags and shit.
Jesus said, I don't even know.
Yeah, she would make good tasing. Like
you're a stranger. She called him. She called the cop. You're a stranger.
Exactly. She would make good tasing. Like I'm telling you, because like because water conducts electricity. In fact, got a lot of water in it. I'm telling you, that would be a good tasing.
And who are you? Why you pulling up over here and haven't even identified yourself? I don't even know you.
Hey, whoa. Okay.
No, because I look over here and I don't even know you're a stranger. You haven't even identified yourself.
I am Officer Monroe with Chattanooga Police. I was coming back up my partner just to make sure she was okay.
You need to identify yourself. That's part of your
you were in the middle of a conversation, so how was I going to go ahead and be rude?
I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're going to harm me or nothing else.
I'm not here to harm you, ma'am. I've done nothing.
I'm pulling black people over for my headlight going out while I'm driving, and she literally did an illegal U-turn so y'all could come follow me in a black community. Y'all white cops in a black community. Y'all harassing me.
Okay, it sounds like you said that the lady was white. I thought the lady was also like a light-skinned black chick. I couldn't really tell. If she looked black at a certain angle in the dark, I thought she was black. My bad. But if she's white, she's white. All right, cool. My bad on that one.
Not harassing you, man.
Why did she mention race first, though? Like,
huh?
Why did she mention race first? Oh wait, what is that? What is that she handed him? Is that a registration card? Because that don't look like a regular registration. That don't look like a DMV printout unless it's a different state. That look like some bullshit. Hold on, something strange is about to happen.
No,
she's about to do a fat bitch shit. She's about to do some. Watch.
All right, we'll see.
Sure you are. That's my registration.
The only reason she asked, have you never borrowed your friend's car or anything like that?
Why would you ask a black person? You wouldn't ask nobody white if they own the car.
We asked everybody.
You shouldn't ask nobody if they own the car.
You don't have to explain.
Like, why would I be driving somebody else's car?
Because I've used my... I've used my partner's...
Y'all can pull up the registration. You know whose name is in. Y'all know that.
Ma'am, we haven't been rude at all.
Man,
have I raised my voice at all?
Man, your job is to solve violent crime.
And traffic stops, yes.
No.
Their job is like a whole, there's a lot of things under the umbrella of their job. And if I were a cop, I would put additional stuff under that umbrella, like tasing random fat bitches. Like everything would be in my job description if I were a cop.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that. Oh man, it's like I'm about done with like this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is a BLM activist. You know, I've heard people make cogent arguments about in a traffic stop the things that you have to answer, the things you don't have to answer, the things that you don't have to do when they ask, and they're possibly violating your rights if they do this in this way and that way. But it's like, so this BLM activist isn't even educated on the basic fundamentals of that. Because if you see one of these traffic stops but from somebody who really know their shit, they will make the cops fumble and the cops will get frustrated first. And the person can be stoic because the person is just saying the person is answering questions that in a way that they hope that people don't know to answer them. Like there's a way to be combative and win here. This BLM activist don't even know the actual the playbook. Like there's a playbook to where if you say the right shit the right way, then you may not. If you don't want to give me information, there's a way that you may not have to do it if you play the game the right way. She's just all over the place, just throwing a bunch of shit against the wall. Like that's why I'm like, this is annoying.
Actually, it's not. Title 55 under the state title does not give you the right to do that unless I'm participating in doing.
It's a traffic violation.
That's not a traffic violation if it went out while I was driving, man. How do I
know that?
And that's where she don't know. She was almost on the path. See, she got half information. She heard other people say some shit, and then she trying to parrot it, but she's smuggling in her own bullshit, saying that it went out while I was driving. So like how nobody knows that. There's no way of knowing that. Anybody could say that.
No. Let's be clear. Let's also know this. I got a feeling that is bullshit. I got a feeling that if you looked up Title 55 of whatever state she lives in, it will say something completely different. It will say, don't be fat and drive, or something like that. It will not say that. I got a feeling that she made this shit up to sound legitimate.
Very, very possible. Very possible. Well, what I'm saying, my whole general point is that there's a such thing as people who know their shit, and they could make the police officers, basically have to fumble on their words or back off because this person know they shit, or they'll force the cops to, if the cops want to be jackasses, they'll force the cops to damn near have to break the law in order to do this. But she don't know her basic shit when it comes to this.
And look at her face.
Yeah, her face is her face. It ain't changing. It ain't going nowhere.
No, it should change into a regular woman's face, but no, it's stringent.
No.
It's constantly stringent.
She'd have to lose about 100 pounds for it to change.
No, it's not even that. Even in addition to the fact that she's grotesquely overweight, she has a stringent look about her always. You know, like Mrs. Santa Claus don't ever look stringent. She looks stringent.
So Mrs. Santa Claus is the only, that's the only fat woman that you think is like nice and pleasant.
Well, she does Santa Claus, so like, how bad could she be? But I'm just saying, like, Mrs. Claus don't walk around with a stringent ass look on her face, scaring kids and stuff.
That's interesting. You.
It went out while you were driving.
How do I know that it's out if I am driving in the middle of the night?
We usually go ahead and give warnings and also coupons to go ahead and fix headlights. So I don't understand how you
She would have got a coupon too.
A long day, and the cop literally pulls. Literally, I'm minding my business. I'm a community activist, and I see this is the kind of stuff that happens in the Black community all the time. One cop pulls us over.
Now it looked like another cop just pulled it up on her. See, her being that damn disagreeable and combative, now more cop cars are coming because it's making it seem like it's a situation that it ain't.
I bet you they got a code for that shit. I bet you that they got it, and I bet you it's like a 2-digit number. It's not like one of the new codes. It's like one of the old codes. They probably got like, yeah, we have a 24 on our hands, and then another cop be like, "Are you sure it's a 24?" Yes, we have a fat belligerent Black woman, acting up. I bet you that like it's somewhere between the number 10 and 99 where they got a code for fat ass obnoxious Black women. I am willing to bet anything. We have, somebody said code 77. We have a code 77 going on right now. And which is before murder, which is 187. Before 100, they thought of obnoxious fat ass Black bitches before they thought of murder. I'm willing to bet anything.
Cops will pull up. Doesn't happen.
Since you're an activist, do you understand that usually traffic stops for police officers are the most dangerous because we don't know who we're pulling over?
It's not the most dangerous.
It is a lot.
Y'all beat the shit out of a lot of people.
No,
what the hell?
History like I do.
Okay.
Just about every interaction I've ever fought for a community person that has been beaten by the cops, tased by the cops, and everything has happened in a traffic stop.
You was about to get a coupon, bitch. This is annoying.
Your job is for it, and that's under Title 55, which there's already something going on with that with other people in the chief of police and the city council. So I'm not even gonna get into that. Me for that. Hell, here, because you're not gonna cite me for that.
She don't have insurance.
That's what you. Holy shit! Now she. Okay, it looked like it's two. I don't know if that's a cop car back there. I think that's just a regular. I mean, I think that's just regular traffic back
No,
there.
you can't pull up on the back of cops like that.
No, right. No, right there's a cop car. Right there's a cop car. I think those cars are actually moving back there.
Oh, okay.
Or not.
Your tag order that
Ma'am, that says 23 right here. It says 23. What the talking about? That says 23.
Okay.
0523. So please take that off.
If you would.
I'm not, ma'am, you need to take that charge off because it says 0523 right there.
It also blocks the state and your county.
Do you see how you have to pull it back though for you to see?
If you would sign, like I said, it's not admission of guilt.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Okay, so her registration is not right.
No, they fucking with her, and she deserves to be fucked with. She could have just walked away with a coupon, but what they did was they said that it's not properly displayed, is what they're saying. They're saying basically like, you are covering your sticker or something is covering what state the license plate is in. Now that's petty, but fuck her. That's what they're saying. They're like, you know something? I'm going to fuck with you to the full extent of the law. I'm going to fuck with you as much as legally possible. That is a fuck you ticket right there.
Mm-hmm. I grant that's what that is. That's a fuck you ticket. It's weird as fuck that all of this is even going on and even happening. It could have been just a simple. I don't know what it costs to get for the headlight, but if they pull you over, driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, you hand them that. You got a broken headlight, and here's a little ticket. I don't know, $40. I don't know how much it costs for that.
No, it's a fix-it ticket, Bernard, meaning that you just have to show proof that it's fixed. At worst, it's $10.
Oh wow, so it's cheaper than what I thought.
Yeah, it's it comes with proof of corrections, and what's worse is wherever they're at, they give coupons.
They gave it. Yeah,
I would wait to get pulled over if I knew cops was handing out coupons to get the tail light fixed.
Okay, so you getting like 50% off on the tail light.
I don't know what it is, but I know that, when my tail light is out, I got to just pay for the shit 100%. Like, you get pulled over and the cop's like, hey, here's a coupon. But that could have been you, but instead you got like a license plate cover over the state, even though we know what state it is because like it's all blue and shit. Like, even though we know that, we're still going to fuck with you. Why? Not because you're black, but because you're a stringent-faced, obnoxious bitch.
I need a card from every last one of y'all out here. I promise you.
That was ridiculous.
Candace Owens is the host.
Oh shit! Hold on. I didn't mean to.
Yes, I have insurance.
All right. Okay. Damn. Now you ain't gonna like that face. That was wild.
I'm telling you, every time you pause it, it's something like that. That's her disposition.
That was wild. That was ridiculous.
And she still didn't do proof of insurance. Now you see, Bernard, because I used to get that ticket a lot.
The
because
no
I couldn't
proof of
afford
insurance.
insurance. Yeah.
Hey, you speaking my language on that one. I got if they ever run my day. If somebody, well, I ain't about to suggest nothing, but anyway, I got a lot of no proof insurance tickets on my record.
Oh, speaking of which, a quick segue, people, insurance is going up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard. I went to look for the Geico place, and the Geico place was called something else. I was in the parking lot. I was like, where the fuck is the Geico lizard logo and shit? And then the guy comes out and says, hey, are you looking for insurance or something? I said, yeah, well, I'm looking for Geico insurance. And they said, yeah, they are no more. So Geico is no more. And they say come November, they're raising the cost of insurance for people. And I don't think that this is a California thing. I think that this is a federal thing, or what have you. But they are raising the cost of insurance. But worse than that, I really like the Geico commercials a lot. Those are my favorite commercials, and it sucks if that they're going away. So look out for that come November. Regular insurance. So I'm gonna get it now. I just got another car, so I'm gonna get it now. Because you get a discount if both of them are on Geico.
Mm-hmm. All right. We are joined by Hood Servative. This video must have touched your heart. You requested the link. So go ahead, you got the floor, you got the mic. You're muted. You're still muted. Let me make sure it's actually him. Okay, it is him. But he's muted. And I can't unmute him. And so there's that.
Yeah. But
go ahead. You can go ahead. You can go.
Okay.
And he's gone.
But no, proof of insurance tickets are like $1,500, which is more. It's almost like twice what a year worth of insurance is if you have a reasonably clean driving record.
You said a proof of insurance ticket?
No, I'm sorry. Not having insurance costs more. The ticket for not having insurance in California costs more than a year's worth of insurance.
Oh, that's not like that in Michigan. Well, okay. In Michigan.
Well, how much is it? Because it's like 50. When I was, and they know by the quality of car that you have if you can't afford insurance or not. So you get pulled over more for stuff like that. They say this nigga driving this piece of shit don't have insurance. Who's gonna insure this piece of shit? Back in the day, I had like an '89 Mercury Topaz, and they like, I know this nigga ain't have no insurance. So I did get that ticket a lot, and it costs, without proof of correction, it costs $1,500.
See, that's wild because like Christian just put right there, we both live in Michigan. He put his 150. This is what a cop told me. Basically, you should always say, I just don't have the proof. Even if they look it up and see that you don't have insurance, just say you just don't have the proof. Well, I see there's no insurance right there in the car. I just got insurance. It must not be in the system yet. I just don't have the proof. And then and then they write you the no proof of insurance ticket. Then you just go get the insurance, and then you just pay the ticket, and you show up with the insurance when you pay the ticket. And that's just that. And, and
that's
you
how
get
it is
hold on,
here.
and you get pulled over once a year. That whole thing, paying that ticket and going to get the insurance and everything, that it'll run you a couple hundred dollars altogether, a few hundred altogether, versus paying for the PLPD year round. is actually cheaper to do that, and that's the real reason why people who if your money ain't right, that's why people will go. They just don't have insurance. They just say fuck it, and I'll just pay the ticket when I get pulled over. When I get pulled over and get that ticket once a year, I'll just pay it versus paying insurance for PLPD all throughout the year. There was a time when I used to do that. And but that $1,500 shit that they talking about, that California figured out a way to stop petty traffic criminals like me. But anyway, Hood Servative, are you in the building?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. You good?
Okay, now I was actually coming up one because I was looking at the title 50 Cent. I was just talking about 50. That whole thing
we can circle it. We can circle it back there if you want to.
But one of the things that I kind of was just sort of thinking about when I was commenting on 50, and I was looking at that video you guys just had with the woman, and she kind of could have just got off with like a warning or something like that. She basically talked her way into more trouble or something. Yeah. And I had this thought, like, I'm looking at the whole 50 Cent thing with her son. Like, you done taught that boy to hate his way out of a fortune. Like, he could be like the millionaire's, son. That's your first son. You know what I'm saying? You done taught him to hate his way out of a legacy. And so it kind of just sparked the idea, like, damn, this is a great show conversation, by the way, too. How many black women have basically like hated their way out of a better life because that attitude and that resistance to cooperation and all that. That's what I was just thinking about when I was watching that video and you guys were talking about that lady at the traffic stop.
Yeah, I mean, and they do that a lot. Like, take 50 Cent's son. So if you watch Power, Raising Canaan, the dude that starred as a young 50 Cent on that show?
Oh, I don't keep
I know
up.
who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to know the interesting thing about him is that it's not his son. So that is 50 Cent way of saying, listen, I have this son that looks almost exactly like me, and he could play the age that is necessary for this show, but fuck you, is essentially what he's saying.
His son couldn't play him. The voice would just not. His son.
Well, dude has like a regular voice too. No, it's
not even that. Regular. It's just that as his son, as you know, the actual like heir to the throne. That's kind of how I was looking at it too. Like, damn, because 50's not just any guy. Like 50, you know, he's up there. He's done a lot. He's got a lot going on.
Well,
and
Power is his shit. Like that is his show. If he wanted his son there, his son would be there. But
it's not just Power. No, it's not just Power. It's a media empire. 50's got other shows. Power is just like the flagship.
Exactly. Christian said it best. Ice Cube put his son to play him on NWA movie. Exactly. Yeah. You know, and that is what regular sons do. Look at Jaden Smith and the new Karate Kid, you know, and all the stuff that he did thanks to Will. You know, he's like, fuck this kid.
If his son act right, he could have bare minimum gave his son just a small role on Power or whatever he got going on. Just a small role. That way, you know, $50,000, you know, overpaying, make the company pay him money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That way I ain't giving you a handout. You working for it, but you're being overpaid.
Exactly.
You know, fathers do shit like that when they got pulled and they in position. So it's like, yeah.
That's called the production credit. That's all. You got to just write him down as a producer. Bam. He got a check. He got a name. He got a resume now. He's on his way.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. But he don't deserve it because his mom raised him to be a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hood Server, what do you think about Fitty making that little petty video? I disagree with that. I understand taking the stance he's taking on his son, but I don't think that's a good look. Him making that little petty ass 45-second video. He done went and hired a director and got a camera crew and a director. Probably somebody wrote a little small script. He done put together a staff to produce a video just to troll his son.
Well, no. It's actually not. What that is. That shot of him, if you watch the whole video, right at the end, it kind of cuts. But there's a full length thing. He's actually doing a feature for like one of his. That's like a promo for one of his shows he's doing somewhere, right?
It's gonna get worse.
And so basically what he did is while he was doing the promo, he kind of probably threw in that extra scene. Oh, this little nigga ain't shit. But the majority of the footage was for something else totally. Because I actually was looking at this thing this morning. Okay. So it's not just that, but he's definitely trolling. He went out of his way to take a few minutes out of his day to troll this little nigga just to make sure you feel it.
No, it's not a few minutes. See, like, we underestimate that. For every 45 seconds we see. At least an hour of work probably went into that whole thing.
No, but what Hood is saying is like, you know,
I understand though. They was already there. Big, you know, she was shooting something else. But while I got y'all all here, all this lights, camera, and action and shit going on, let me do some little petty shit on the side real quick. I get it, but it's still petty as fuck.
Nah, I mean that's what I was just saying. You know, I blame your mama. Your mama got you into this war, boy. If you're gonna be mad at anybody, you should be mad at your mama. You out here taking all these L's publicly, and your daddy's a known public troll. Like your daddy is not above making you look crazy on camera. So like now you're gonna have to eat some losses right now, and you should be mad at mommy
for setting you up for that shit. Yeah. And here's the thing, child support isn't for the child. He's basically begging for money for his mom. Like, it's because he's not a child and he hasn't been for 7 years. But it seems like his mom was bitching about child support for 18 years. And, you know, he just decided to get back.
Yeah, for those that don't know what we're talking about, here's a video that 50 Cent dropped. I believe this morning or late last night. And thank you, Jackie Jack, for the super chat. No shit, we got little big Nate in the building. But let me go ahead and just play the video real quick.
Real quick, Bernard. Did you hear 50 Cent's baby mama? She responded a little bit.
The mother of this particular son?
Bro, all right, I'm gonna show you the video. All right, go ahead.
All right, yeah, we can go ahead and play that one. So, but hold on, I'm about to just play this just for people that didn't see it.
We gonna party like it's your birthday.
Council meeting after accusing Ukraine of carrying out a terror attack that severely damaged that bridge.
I had to rebuild my life over $6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like
Fuck, this nigga is crazy. 25 years old. Why you still talking about child support? I get $5,000 a year, but it was with me. That's why I sent his mother to child support, because the bitch thought that she was supposed to get that much more. She wanted more. That motherfucker nothing.
That niggas want. Look, you know I don't never ask for shit, man. And I was thinking, Nick, can nigga a little extra $6,700 a month for the shit we been doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna spit on fire.
That nigga just play too much.
I'm excited to drop, you hit me. The other got pop, you hit me. I hit 100, I went for.
All right, there it is. That's the pettiness. That's the pettiness on full tilt, and I can't even turn the shit off. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was off on y'all end. It just wasn't off on my end. But all right, there it is right there. But Hood Server, you said that you got the mother's response. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it to you in an email right now. Just give it 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. All right, Jamari81 with the super sticker. I do appreciate that. Thank you for coming on through. Thank you to everybody who's supporting the stream. Thank you to everybody who's supporting the stream. Everybody in the building, 188 people in here. Hit the like button. We are joined by Little Big Nate in the building. Oh, that's one that I must have missed because I didn't even see that one right there. But Dame C in the building says, BR salute. I remember 50 Cent's son took a pic with one of the dudes that was involved when he was shot 9 times. 50 mentioned that in an interview. Yeah, for that reason right there, I understand 50 Cent being completely 100% done. Like that, it's over right there. He took a picture with the son of the dude that was allegedly involved in, the 50 Cent getting shot. So yeah, that's enough right there to be done. My initial response was this was some goofy looking petty stuff and made him look childish as well. But whatever. But either way, we joined by Little Big Nate. I respect and I rode hard for 50 Cent. I got a live stream and a YouTube short and something posted on Instagram where I'm defending him. But this one, this is the only little part where I'm like, nah, you don't want to look childish along with your son. But either way it go, we got Little Big Nate in the building. You got the floor, you got the mic.
Hey, Bernard, I appreciate you letting me up, man. Gentlemen, Game Changer Conservative, good to see you all. The only thing, I just got here, so I haven't even heard the first hour of the show. But I just, and of course, in the most respectful manner imaginable, I take issue with the word petty. And the reason I take issue with the word petty is exactly what that gentleman just super chatted. If my son, you have to consider the psychology surrounding a boy, how effeminate, how he has all the trappings of the emotions of a female.
Mm-hmm.
When you would take a picture with the men who are related to the men that shot you 9 times, my biological son, my progeny took a picture with the son of the guy who shot me 9 times. I still wear the scars of this shit. In my estimation, and again, with all due respect, I would never tell Bernard Raleigh what to do with his show. It's just the word petty. If somebody makes that type of effeminate move against me, you hate me so much after the $1 million+ I've spent on you so far in your life. Nigga, I can't consider anything petty he does. My attitude would be what you saw in my thumbnail when I talked about it. F that little nigga and your mama.
That I agree
hell
with.
him.
No, that's the part I agree with. Like, so I'm not saying him being mad is petty. I'm not saying
Okay.
him doing a public reaction is petty. I want him to clearly, and he kind of laid it out in his book, and I played the excerpt of that on the live stream, on the other live stream I did on this, and he laid out his case really well. So the only thing I was asking for is, if you're going to publicly respond to it, which I do want more black men publicly responding to situations when they're getting dragged through the mud. I do want them responding. If you're going to respond to it, be precise and be I guess show strength in the response, and not just, he made a little satire video about the shit. It's like, so that's what I mean. That I don't think that was the way to go about it. I don't think that was the way to go about it. I think it was a better way to respond, other than to respond by trolling him.
Well, I tend to agree with Little Big Nate on this one, because like it's not just because look, I just said on my stream, like, look, man, if 50 slapped the shit out of his son in public, I got nothing bad to say about it.
I would have far more respect. Hold on, I would have far more respect for if 50 Cent walked up on him in public and slapped the shit out of him, then making a video where you sitting there in a big ass jacuzzi with a cigar in your mouth, you looking like Scarface in his jacuzzi
but that's better.
Of your son, watching a video of your son complaining about $6,700 a month in child support.
It was funny. Nigga, I thought it was funny.
Right, it was funny. And then look, it's better that than you actually be the guy, because y'all both adults now at this point, but it's better that you troll him than you be the guy who actually do slap your own son publicly, like I just said. When this is far better given what I would actually accept. So I'm like, no, let him go, let him troll, because this is good, this is healthy, this is what, this is what the country needs, this is what hip-hop needs, is what I was saying too. Let this happen, because this is cool. This is like a proper way to deal with it, in my opinion, because like, you're gonna really get into a back and forth with this little sprat that you just raised him basically from a distance with all your money, and he gonna complain now? Oh, please, no, I'm okay. We don't need that.
I wouldn't. I like I said, I wouldn't have a problem with if a video leaked out of 50 Cent slapping the shit out of him. I wouldn't care. But if he don't want to get into a back and forth with him, that wouldn't be a good look either. My main thing is, the main thing I want is for him, in some type of way, even if he put a little creativity on it, to basically use his platform, his fame, and his everything to publicly put his perspective of it out there, to the point to where can't nobody argue with it, can't nobody poke holes at it, to the point to where you've cleared your name and made them look stupid. All I'm saying is, a trolling video, it's making everybody involved look stupid. That's all I'm saying. I'm for making them look stupid. Don't get in the stupidity. That's all I'm saying. But that's just where I'm at with it. I ain't tripping, but I'm just saying it's a better way.
Well,
it's a better way.
I think he's.
Well, I just wanted to say real quick, the most poignant part of that troll video was when he was in the tub. He said, "Nigga, you 25 years old, talking about what you didn't get in child support." Oh my God. The nigga in his interview that you played, that I played, didn't I deserve the best? Didn't I deserve the best? Like, what are you talking about? This nigga at 18 years old was in the New York Jewelers District trying to swap two smaller gold diamond necklaces for a big one. How many black men 18 years of age were swapping diamond necklaces for bigger ones?
Right. And see, even still, when he's complaining about this child support situation, and this is why I kind of try to tie this back to the baby mom thing, like, at no point, and this is like basically like I'm accusing you of bad parenting too. Like, this is such an obvious, easy play. At no point during his life did you ever consider the fact that it might be better for both you and him, you being the baby mama and your son, right? It's better for both of y'all that you be on good terms with his father. You would not be in this moment. This whole moment could have been avoided years ago had you been able to actually be on good terms with his father. And so it's like when you spoke about 50's book, and he kind of I played some of the interview too. I saw different times where he was speaking about this. It's not that he hasn't really made his case known. It's there if you want to go look for it.
Yeah, true.
It's just that it's just that like these situations are not like this is not how we got here. We aren't now. I mean, where we are now is not how we got here. We got here because of, like I said, the invisible hand of the mom. You kind of fucked your son out of a better life because you hated your way out of a fortune. Congratulations.
You know what I think? I think Bernard Riley is one of those dudes that when they go low, we go high. I'm the kind of guy that when they go low, I'm going to be down there low with them. And I think that's what 50 Cent is too.
Oh yeah, check your email by the way too, Bernard. Check your email.
I support going low in certain situations. Try to be a little more crafty in it though. Try to be a little more crafty in it. I didn't like the video. I didn't like the video, but I do. Hood made a point. Hold on. Hood made a point that basically, when he said 50's word is out there. I'm not 100% convinced that 50 Cent's word is out there. Wait, hold on, real quick. What do you got right here, game changer? What is this?
So apparently the son responded. It says,
hold on. I think I got the same video. Hold on, I think Hood Server just sent me a bigger version of it. Hold on,
okay.
Real quick. Wait, just hold on. Don't. Well, just keep it on hand just in case. Give me a second. Let me do a share screen on my end. This might be the same thing. We shall see. Give me a second. 1 second. 1 second. Not there. All right, here we go. And hold on, I'm gonna get to that in a second, Dame C. Give me a second. I'm gonna get to your super chat in a second. Let me see what's going on right here. All right, let's go.
No, I said when people talk about
Oh no, this is I think the mom responding.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's because the Wi-Fi. I turned the Wi-Fi off. No, I said when people talk about entitled, like I said when them shots rang out, who was there? When them shots rang out, who took him to my mother's house to heal? That was not in the hood when those shots rang out.
Nigga, you said it.
He didn't make
That's what he said. He said.
Oh wait, hold on. I thought this was supposed to be a response to the video. I mean, to what 50 Cent just did as far as the video. Well, this is just a general response to it all. Conservative.
Well, I mean, I guess a little bit of both. I think this might have come out before the video itself. So yeah.
All right, we'll play this and then we'll pull up what GC had. Hold on.
He didn't sell a drug or nothing for the first 3 years of your life. I took care of us.
I'm sorry, real quick, Bernard.
Yeah.
If it was at her mother's house, her mother took care of them, not her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see how they take credit? She lived with her mama. The food in the house was her mama's. The TV he watched was her mama's, not hers. Give the mama the credit.
Yeah.
The studio time, Dats, Reels. Y'all don't know about Dats and Reels because y'all are the streaming generation.
That's how they used to record back in the day, right?
Yep, studio time.
Mm-hmm.
Dats, Reels, clothes, jewelry, tattoos. Like talking about
one more second, Bernard. One more second.
And real quick, GC, whatever you was about to show, put the link to it in the back in the private chat, and I'll pull it up from there.
All right, let me see if I can get it.
What kind of woman?
Go ahead.
I just want to say something real quick. What kind of woman buys her drug dealer boyfriend tattoos and jewelry. And what kind of jewelry are you buying living at your mom's? Nigga, these women, their verbal diarrhea when they get on one, just you got to go into it and just parse it apart completely and just use it against them. But go ahead.
All right. 1 second. Oh shit! I messed up. Hold on.
The tattoos and all.
I'm like a proud mother looking at my son like he made it because I built that nigga. I built him.
Wow.
Even if it was created in my living room, I built that nigga.
There it is right there. That taking credit for every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Everything.
I brought this out for a reason.
Oh shit.
What happened? Why is everybody silent?
No, I think I dropped off. Oh, wait, no, I'm still here.
No,
if I'm
you're
hearing
here.
you.
You good?
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah.
You're good.
I was just saying I brought this tape up for a reason. But yeah.
No, I messed up. Okay, I got multiple windows. Actually, no, I do need to drop off real quick. I'll be right.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, no, that whole taking credit thing is wild.
The mother deserves more credit than anybody. This is insane.
Well,
I
she's
don't
not
know.
satisfied with the having, $6,700. Mind you, she could still work during that time.
And a
All right, so put that link in the private chat again, GC. My bad, y'all.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, don't forget the $1 million house that he put her in that she caught on fire. Okay. That the little boy complains about. Oh, you had to start my whole life over with $6,700. Americans after house fires start their life over with their next paycheck.
Bro,
This
not
nigga's
just that.
disgusting.
Not just that. Did you guys play the part where he was like, well, you mad mama got some new dick? I'm like, yo, hold up.
Oh my God.
What are
This
we
nigga-
even talking about? Who talks like that, especially
A
about your own
woman.
pop?
A
Yeah.
woman talks
That's
like
why
that.
I
He's
said
a woman.
I said that he was looking at this and analyzing it exactly like a woman would. I mean, exactly like a woman would. I mean, literally like his mom would. He wasn't looking at it the way that he should be looking at it from the perspective of this is my father who's building an empire, who may very well be, a billionaire by the time he died. He complained. He had an attitude of, we got to try to get as much as this as possible before we turn 18 and try to get whatever little crumbs he can give us and beg and plead him to just give us whatever he can even afterwards, instead of playing your cards right. You can inherit all of it if you play your cards right. Like that was the part that was just the most ridiculous, that he couldn't see that right there alone just had me just shaking my head. Like, how could he not see the mere fact? And then like always, like I said a dozen times, I'm blue in the face. He tried to get him started with his own thing. When he tried to get him started with the online shoe business, he tried to get him set up. But like we were just talking about, he could have got into acting, could have had a small role on Power or on any other affiliated shows. He could have had it. He could have had so much stuff. Could have had so much stuff going on if he just got on board with his dad. That's all he had to do. Just get on board, do what he say, and just play your cards right. And at the end of the day, you were the firstborn son. It's like being a damn firstborn son of a king. You're going to inherit the kingdom. Just don't be an idiot. That's all you got. And that's all you got to do is not be an idiot.
And consider his lack of emotional intelligence a problem indicative in most women. A lack of emotional intelligence. You don't see the benefit of siding with the man that the world knows. You're so wrapped up in your emotions, just like a woman. You would cut off your nose to spite your face. Nigga, this is classic female emotional erratic behavior. That's all this. And that on that video with his mama, he says, "Ooh, girl, look at you. and he like licks his lips and starts laughing. That's right, girl. He didn't say girl, but that's right, ma. Yeah, yeah. And he's laughing and giggling. This nigga's a whole bitch.
Isn't that what the substitute teacher is talking about?
Yeah, all day, all damn day. All right, so right here, what we got in this post, it says it looks like Marquise Jackson peeped his father's last post about him, and he shared his thoughts about it. It says, hold on, wait a minute. He says, hold on, wait. Did my pops post me on my birthday today? Wow, he never shouted me out for my birthday. Is this the first time? And I thought them dudes eat when you say eat. You must not be telling them to eat, pops, because having old niggas begging at your door is sad. I'm never going out like that. Okay. Then it says swipe. I don't know what this is.
I have to give you one last chance. I'm you, Dad. Tried to give you one last chance.
I had to rebuild my life over $6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like
this is crazy. 25 years old.
What's crazy is
talking about child support.
He think he winning. That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, he do seem like he think that he's actually doing something here. It's like he thinks that he,
like look the whole I'm you dad meme that he just tried to use is literally what we just described. Like, no, nigga, that's supposed to be you. You playing the meme trying to say I'm you, dad, but the dude in that situation is literally supposed to be you. You're supposed to be on screen right now playing 50 Cent son. But you want to be like your mama. Now you're up here crying about money.
All right, Captain Cisco in the building says, is 50 Cent baby mama? What? Is she fine? Nah, that's the chick he was with in the mid to late 90s before he got money. So
yeah, she's the chick that you get when you're broke.
Yeah, that should answer your question.
She broke fine.
unless she knows how to act and she genuinely buys into what you're trying to do, well, then you should have scooped her up. But yeah, it just based on being a regular ratchet ass ghetto broad, yeah, I mean, she's whatever.
No, I respect that when somebody make it big and they make it rich, and and they still with the woman that was with them when they didn't have nothing.
Like the dude in Power, the black dude in the Black Dude in Power, the main character in his white wife, he was like, hey, y'all talk about how she looks, but she was with me when I had nothing.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I like his wife. Like, she's like that 3LW chick.
No. You talking about the actor in the show? He talking about Amari Hardwick's. He's talking about Amari Hardwick's real, actual man-looking wife.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, she looked a little manly. Dane C in the building says, I saw the response from 50's ex. It was actual $25K a month in 25K a month in child support. She also said 50 was ready to pay $50K a month to keep them together. Wow.
And you didn't stay with the nigga, you dumb bitch.
Send me that. If and timestamp it if it's long. I hate people send me shit to be 45 minutes long with no timestamp. But
proving my case. Look, they could have stayed together and then she would have had $50K a month. And whose fault is it, right? Whose fault is it, little 50?
She could have came through to the mansion, topped him off, and got $50K. These broads are doing that for $50.
Mm-hmm. And 50 cents, yeah.
50 cents.
Dane C in the building says $1 million house burnt down, but no fire insurance. That's crazy if they didn't have insurance on $1 million house. That is just insane.
No, I think the house was like $2 million. It was worth $2 million at the time of the fire.
Oh, that's what prompted this? His house burned down?
No. Her house burned down that 50 bought.
Well, yeah, when he was saying like he had to rebuild his life and he had to, jump out of a burning building and all that, that's pretty much what he's talking about, I think. Because it's not like, he lived in the ghetto and his house burned down and he had to like climb down the fire escape for 4 flights or whatever.
Yeah,
it wasn't that. His mansion caught on fire.
So he couldn't afford. So they couldn't afford insurance.
Oh my God! With
I don't know, bro.
$6,700 a
Well,
month.
no. Okay, so here's how I'm picturing it play out. He bought her a house and gave her $6,700 a month. And then when the kid turned 18, because it's child support, he stopped paying, and they stopped paying for insurance and shit like that. And basically, they just, they can't maintain it. Like if the heat go out, and just stay out and shit.
Oh my God!
I don't know if that was the case. I don't know, because I mean, if that was the case, they would have said that. If they would have said that, one thing we've never heard them say is that he's giving us $0 for the last so and so, X number of time. Everything they've been complaining about is about not getting enough. You know what I mean? Not getting as much as they want. So I don't know if he ever cut them completely. It still don't sound like he had even cut them completely off. I mean,
I wouldn't be
Well, Jackie
surprised
said
though, because
that
this is
50
what
Cent
I
got
was
the
saying.
insurance money.
He should get it. It was his house. He probably had the claim on
Jack
it.
says late 50
Bruh.
released the video on his son's birthday, and then and that's Captain Cisco again. I already read that one.
No, she also said that 50 got the insurance from the house burning. So apparently the house was still his. They was just living there and talking shit. So they talking shit while living. They are literally, not literally, but they are really just biting the hand that feeds them.
Yeah.
I raised 2 children on 0 child support a month.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on, man. 67, nigga. I could raise 10 children off $6,700 a month. I'm dead serious.
No, see, this is my thing. The reason that it seemed like they wouldn't even be talking about the 67. Put it like this: if the 6,700 stopped 7 years ago when he turned 18, they wouldn't be talking about that. They would just be talking about, we have $0 from him in the last 7 years. So that's what I'm saying. Clearly, he was giving them money even after the fact. They were living in the house.
Yeah.
They were living in a house and receiving money after the fact. They're just mad that they weren't receiving enough. And so when you average that into the equation, I'm like, it all just turns just goofy and stupid
Hey, look,
as hell.
You know something? It
the
makes
boy,
sense.
the boy done grew up. The boy
because,
grew up and went to college. No, I was just saying he grew up and went to college, and it's time for him to use his gender studies degree, man. That's all that really is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You mean that degree that tells you women have vaginas and men have penis?
Yeah, he's gonna have to figure out a way to make some money with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm interested in finding out? What's going to happen when his mother grows older and declines in health? Because this nigga's world revolves around his mother. He's a son husband. When the mother's no longer around, God forbid something happened to her and she leaves the earth prematurely, this nigga might do something really bad to himself when he realizes how badly he blew it. And he blew it. I would never take this nigga back into the fold. Boy, once you do, I mean, the petty shit, the barbs online or whatever, but nigga, taking a picture like that with niggas that tried to terminate me, dog, I'm never letting you back into the fold, nigga. I might take pleasure in watching you crumble. For real.
Yeah, that shit is it's unforgivable at that point. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm 100% with that, with being unforgivable. It looks
And it shows how effeminate he is, willing to burn any possibility of you having great benefit in the future just to get this tiny little thing that you perceive as a win. That is what women do. They'll blow up everything just to get this stupid little, 60-second long win. It's insane.
Yeah, it looked like GC just sent me a link to something that's basically saying that Marquise Jackson, hold on, I'll pull it up. Wait a minute, hold up. Yeah, Marquise Jackson says he's willing to sit down with his father to hear his perspective in an attempt to mend their relationship. So take that as what you take that whatever you will.
Well, I mean,
no,
I
not just that. He said he's willing to pay
this is a new clout
$6,700
chase for him. I think that he's just trying to make a brand of himself as 50 Cent's son. So it seemed like the fire, was a major economic impact because now they have to pay rent or mortgage with the 6,700 one. Before it was just petty cash to them. So yeah, he's like, oh, now we have to pay rent or mortgage in a place that's less than the place that burned down. I'm sure because 6,700 is like the equivalent to 6 figures or 100K after taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's around that amount. So he basically has to live like regular people.
Well, no, GC.
And now he's really just a grown man living with his mama.
I think you misunderstand a little bit. The house burning down was well over 10 years ago. Like
Yeah,
you've recovered
Oh
from
shit!
that. This is not a current thing. He didn't just have a house fire like last year. No, this was
Yeah.
something that happened when he was like a younger child. Like he's 25 now, so they've bounced back well beyond what you're talking about.
But the nigga perpetually lives in the past. He's talking about child support. He's talking about, didn't I deserve the best?
Damn, this is not a good look.
He said, would you want one of your kids to be in Skechers, and then the other when he's with his mom, and then when he's with his dad, he's in Louis Vuitton, nigga? Your mother got $6,700 a month, was living in a $2 million house. What are you in Skechers for, you stupid bastard?
It does
Bro.
not work like that. I buy shoes for my son. I don't hold the shoes hostage when he goes back with his mom.
No, a bitch would. Bernard, a bitch does that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, so chicks do all kind of wild shit. But
no, trust me, I know. I mean, yeah, it's things that I've, it's things that I've sent, that he left wearing, and I haven't seen it again. And sometimes it organically happens because I mean, hell, it's something. Shit get lost in a pile of clothes or something. It's some stuff that she asked me about that I'm like, I don't know where that shit at. So sometimes it can organically happen, but yeah, women do be petty as hell when it comes to that kind of things. Yeah, you send them.
No, what I was gonna say though, when there's that kind of like, if he look at what he's describing, right, and that is kind of the difference between his mom's lifestyle versus his own life. I mean, his father's lifestyle, right? And I'm just saying, if you could give your son that much more in life, and you said no because of my feelings, and he pissed me off, and he don't love me like he's supposed to, do you even love your son?
I would say no, not to love your son thing, but I would say no because the money isn't helping his son. You see how dependent, spoiled, and entitled this young man is. Like I would have a certain amount of guilt, and I would stop for that. I'm like, okay, this is giving him an entitled mindset. He has no fire. He has no hustle in him, and I would stop because of that. It's not. I would actually stop because.
But that's the thing, GC, and you're right. It's bigger than just the money, and I kind of saw that same thing as well. But it's a lot of money, so we're talking about a huge difference in just abilities, like just the raw amount of opportunities your son will have at that level of wealth. I'm like, no, there's no comparison. Like that's a decision to make, right, on its own. And then on top of that, this is another point that doesn't really get discussed. Is one of these invisible things, right? But you, as Marquise, right, as a boy, you will never know the potential that you could have reached because your mother held you back from such like obvious greatness. Like, and it's not just the money, but your father, 50 Cent, like could have raised you, and you would have been probably a better man than you are right now, flat out, hands down.
Yeah,
and 50 Cent came to terms with certain things about his mother in the song "Hate It or Love It." He says in the opening verse, I think he says, "Growing up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl." His mother, his biological mother, was a lesbianist, and he was able to be critical, maybe not critical, but he was able to reconcile in his mind things that was wrong with his mama. And Miss Marquise Jackson is never going to be able to do that. And you see the detriment. And that's one of the things the Black manosphere does. It doesn't get enough credit for. It helps Black men come to terms and, really look at their mothers for what they're worth. If she was a great person, awesome. But you also are able to look at the mistakes she's made and, even sometimes hold her accountable. So salute to the Black manosphere for that.
Yep. Yep. No doubt. All right. Thank you, independent black man, for becoming a $25 Patreon. Thank you once again for that. Thank you for everybody in the building. I think I might wrap this one up at roughly the 2-hour mark. Well, we passed the 2-hour mark. So yeah, I'm about to wrap this bad boy on up so we can go around, do some final words, final say on this one. We'll start with Little Big Nate, even though you just spoke.
No problem.
Any
Man.
final words or final takeaway?
Oh, absolutely. I got no problem with black men responding. We've taken so much abuse, and not that we're looking for empathy or sympathy. I don't need any of that dumb shit. But we do have the right to respond when disrespected, and that's something black men have not done. We do it. Public Enemy did it. Chuck D did it. It's always okay when it's against the system or the white man. You're gonna have to become accustomed as a black man fighting back against particularly black women and sometimes your own children when they don't acknowledge you and give you the respect that you deserve. But in closing, you can't miss the Little Big Nate show tonight. We're also talking about some Manosphere meetup stuff. That other stream is probably going to be legendary. If you haven't watched it, I don't think you know what you're missing. But come through tonight. Not only will I be talking about some interesting inside baseball on the Manosphere meetup, but there's also a couple of trolls I'm going to have to apply a little pressure to. So come on through. It's going to be really interesting. You don't want to miss it.
So I was seeing MOTs yesterday. What's going on with the meetup? He said that there was drama surrounding it. So
you got to listen to the stream.
Yeah, it's 3 hours long, and
I'm sorry, bro. When you got 3 hours, I can't go into it in 60 seconds. I'm sorry, I just can't. But yeah, just check out the stream when you got some time, man. And I'll be talking about it tonight. So if you got the time, come through there.
Yeah, I might come through. Oh no, I got movie night tonight.
Oh, understood. Yeah. No problem. But yeah, I appreciate everything, Bernard, man. Salute.
All right, no doubt, no, appreciate it. And just to be clear, just piggybacking on what Nate said, because there's some confusion in my take on 50 Cent's response. I have no problem with 50 Cent responding. I wanted him to give a formal response. It's just the response wasn't exactly formal. It was trollish, and I think I would have liked to see him do it in a better way than making a little troll video. But either way it goes, he says, Dane Seen the Building says, BR sent the link to your email, 25K a month. God damn it, you see me trying to get off of here and you sending okay. Well, no, you sent it beforehand. I just didn't see it. So now you trying to trying to get it in at the buzzer. I appreciate that. But we may not even get to it. But go ahead, Hood Server. What's your final words, final thoughts, final takeaway?
Oh, well, all right. Thanks for having me up once again. Appreciate you welcoming me to the show. And what I was thinking is Marquise Jackson needs to drop a diss track against 50 Cent. That's what we need right now. And I don't need to be involved, but I want to make it happen. So like, can we get this trending or something? Can we get this going on Instagram? We got to egg this on a little bit. We need Marquise, maybe like get Ja Rule to sing at the background or something, but we got to get like Marquise to do it like a diss track.
Nah, and get Will Smith on it too, because remember he trolled him.
Oh, sure. All right, listen, yeah, get all your Hollywood hip hop enemies, get them in this, and then let's help Marquise, get back at his dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
but then again, 50 Cent, that's an easy comeback if you got Ja Rule and Will Smith, because like one of them 50 slapped and the other one refused to slap 50. So like no matter what, he got to come back.
Hey man, that's all I want to see. So let's make that happen. But I'm out of here, y'all.
He can make his own damn money. He get a damn diss track going.
Bro, that's what I said.
He could definitely start making his own money. That's some funny shit, man. That is some funny shit. All right, I'm not even gonna play the video. I'm already having failure to launch issues with trying to even get it pulled up. But goddamn, he hit me at the buzzer with a good one. Like, god damn, that's a good one. But all right, GC, go ahead. What's your final words, final thoughts on this whole thing?
Yeah, so just parents, I wish that we would go back to the old days to where if a children get disowned and they get cut off, they get punished for behaving in a way that's inconsistent with the values that the parent instilled into them. I don't see anything wrong with that, and I think that 50 Cent was along that path. I don't know if he cut them off, but he definitely should, and he would be justified in the eyes of the public if he did at this point.
Mm-hmm. And right when I said I ain't gonna play it, lo and behold, here it is. If she don't get right to it, I'm cutting it short. I hope he got it time stamped right.
Court, right? Okay. And he initiated court proceedings. This is what the judge had said that he had to pay. So now, the number that I received was partly based on his testimony. Excuse me, saying that he was going to provide while he's for vacation, extracurricular activities, clothing. It's based on lifestyle. I don't know if you know, like the law in New York. Well, I'm sure it's kind of universal in the sense that the percentages are the same or different. It's 17% for one, 22% for two. But when a certain tax bracket, it's called lifestyle.
Okay, bro. So let's get these facts straight. 50 Cent took her to court. The reason why he took her to court for child support, what man is going to put himself on child support if he don't have to? 50 Cent took her to court because she was getting $25,000 a month from what we hear. She was getting $25,000 a month from 50. 50 was like, you don't realize I'm giving you more than what you actually entitled to? I can take you to court and pay less if I really wanted to do that. You should be happy with what you're getting. She wasn't happy with what she was getting. And she was like, you should take me to court then, because I know I'm going to get 17% of your income if I go to court. And she's not realizing at the time that 17% only applies to a certain bracket, a certain tax bracket. So if you're making up to I think it's like $150,000 a year, then it's 17% of your income. 50 Cent is a millionaire. So when they go to court, they realize, and she realizes that it's not 17% of your income, it's lifestyle. So 50 Cent doesn't have them living with him in Mike Tyson's mansion. They're living in a house in Atlanta. So his lifestyle, the son's lifestyle, is pretty much based on where he's currently living, not where 50 Cent is living. So the judge ordered a child support payment that made sense to that lifestyle, not 17% of 50 Cent's income, which she had to go to court to learn, but they were only in court because she thought $25,000 a month wasn't enough, and the child support got knocked down to $6,700 a month. That's what happened. She didn't do 50 Cent no favor, you know what I mean? And 50 Cent had to take her to court for a reason. 50 Cent was trying to be actively involved in his child's life. And her saying that 50 Cent promised to provide vacations and all this extra stuff for Marquise, yes, via child support. The child support is support for the child. You're supposed to use that money to take him on vacation. You're supposed to use that money to buy him clothes and shoes. You're not supposed to use that money and then expect extra on top of that money. That money is not for you to pay your bills. That money is to support the child. So the $6,700 that she was getting per month, the $81,000 per year, you were supposed to use that to take him on vacation. You're supposed to use that to buy him clothes and shoes. You're supposed to use that for the child. So 50 pretty much was honest in court. She's trying to make it like 50 lied in court and said that he was going to do things that he never did, but I provided the child support. So how did I not do what I said I was going to do? Let's keep going.
All right. That's pretty much it right there. That's a nail in the coffin as far as I'm concerned. And with that said, we are out of here. Peace. Thank you, everybody, supporting the stream. Thank you again, Independent Black Man, for becoming a $25 Patreon. I do appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. And with that said, we are out of here. Peace. We gone.